Pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. For Philadelphia, this is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. And it's amazing. Final game of the regular season upon us. Some teams have nothing to gain by playing their starters. But, Shaq, you can't rest guys the way you used to.
Yeah, you can. The way the league sees it, unless the guy's injured, he should play. You know, ticket prices are high. It protects.
But you can also manage the minutes, though. You can really do it. Guys just play a certain amount and not really overdo it. Just be smart about it. You know, Popovich is great at that.
It hurts right here. Do you have some icy hot?
Actually, I have some right here, Ernie.
K Sports welcomes.
Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Take a look at the Bulls. And at sixth place in the East, they're a team that's not quite in that top tier, but when they put it together, watch out.
And, you know, for the Bulls, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
The final day of the regular season. Players get a small break, Clark. Then we jump right into the playoffs. Boy, it is hard not to just absolutely embrace this time of year, isn't it?
Kevin, it is one of the special times of year on the sports calendar when you talk about the NBA playoffs, because the best in the world now are going to be focused, locked in, well-rested, playing for the highest stakes in the game. And they get to do it in series format. So you get multiple opportunities to prove you're the better team. And for fans and us as broadcasters, it's great drama and theater right in front of us.
Cannot wait for the playoffs to begin.
I'm with you there.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. Portis is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Dunn in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Dunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid, a little less robotic.
Saric passes to Wall. Over Dunn. Wall's shot is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday against Redick. And Holiday kicks to Butler. And here we go. Saric all alone. And slam dunk by Saric.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Now, here's Butler. 17 points for him last game against New York. And good that time.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
Butler on the way. Plenty of space. That one doesn't go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a go of it.
Here is Carter after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Carter, the pass to Dunn, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The power of Chris Dunn makes this play happen. I mean, now he gets a chance to cap it off at the line.
And the Sixers' strength, Clark, on the offensive end is how many ways they can attack a team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Deadly in transition because of Simmons' size, speed, and passing ability. And if they don't have something in the initial thrust, Embiid, always an option to go to in the low post. They shoot it well from multiple positions. They've got a lot to like offensively.
The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Embiid finds Wall. From down in the low post, it goes. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here is Carter. Last time out he had 13 points. Cloak loose. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. Outside Portis. There's the pass to Holiday. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly, the good and bad times, was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
And so he makes both from the line. And Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with a coach who you believe is the right one for your group. Very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaches. The players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Brett Brown. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. 76ers have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Simmons against Butler. Embiid inside. No good that time. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Holiday with the basket on the assist from Dunn.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Wall against Dunn. From 13, here's Embiid in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Here is Carter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Wall looking for an opening inside. Back to Saric. And Simmons kicks to Redick. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Butler with the steal. Here's Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on J.J. Redick.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Chandler comes in for Saric. And Robert Covington subbed in for J.J. Redick. That one is no good.
You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
Now here is Holiday. 9-point game his last outing. 5 to shoot. Over Johnson. Misses off the right iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And for Simmons, missing his rookie year due to the injury, but he showed he was worth the wait.
No doubt. And you just don't see players with his skills and his body type come around that often, Kevin. I mean, he started quickly out of the gates and took over the Rookie of the Year award race almost immediately.
And Holiday kicks to Butler. Fades back. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
Now, here's Covington. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Wall. Over Lawson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In the NBA, Clark, great offense sometimes overcomes great defense. The fadeaway jumper, an example of one of the more unstoppable shots players make.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you think of guys like Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James. Dirk's was so unorthodox, and at his size, just impossible to get to his shot when he stepped away from you. And LeBron has mastered it with his athleticism and strength. I mean, he'll fade away and fade 8-10 feet away from you and still get that shot off. So those two guys, I mean, if you're talking about major fadeaways currently in the last decade, I don't think you could find anybody that would top them.
Valentine's checked in for Justin Holiday. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
Now, here's Valentine. He had 13 points in the win against New York. And that one's good by Butler. And the Bulls lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And Wall kicks to Johnson. Back to Wall. Over Lawson. And it's Wall. That time the assist by Johnson. Wall's got 10.
You know, Wall's done a nice job, in my opinion, of improving his mechanics with his shot. It's not quite a pure release, but much, much better than it was a couple of seasons ago. And he's really become effective from the mid-range area.
Passes it to Lawson. Wall with the steal. And Wall slams it home.
Man, I like the quick hands of Wall. I mean, seeing him jump all over the opposition and get into the passing lanes to come up with the steal, that's impressive work.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Habit, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Valentine. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. From 17 feet out, here's Lopez over Johnson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And checking out numbers for Ben Simmons, unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Now Wall. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Miami. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Covington from the arc. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, as you can now see on the 2K leaderboard, these are the NBA's steal leaders since the All-Star break. Third, John Wall. Fourth, Ben Simmons.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
No good on that one.
And that versatility that Johnson offers has a huge upside. He's mobile and strong enough that he can defend either front court position, and that's a great tool for any team to have.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Yeah, and as a coaching staff, you feel helpless here. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just hope they snap out of the rut.
Outside, Simmons. And it's Chandler top of the key. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Simmons against Butler. Shot on the wing. No good from Simmons. Chicago trailing here. Butler up top. Guarded by Simmons. Butler dishes to Lawson. Simmons against Butler. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Covington. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Philadelphia. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Knicks. Valentine passes to Butler. Lawson against Wall. Lawson outside. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his first basket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Philadelphia?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Sharge checked in for Chandler. Smith comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for John Wall. Now here is Carter. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. Out left to the wing. Here's Hutchison, covered by Sharch. Hutchison's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 3 to the inside. Poked away. Johnson finds McConnell. Back to Johnson. Pass to McConnell. Saric outside. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Saric has got 5.
You know, it's obvious that Saric has really improved his outside shot. I mean, he had a good stroke coming in, but it's gotten better. He's a legitimate threat to score from there.
And here we go. Saric, the fast break chance. Holiday with it. He's got 5. Dunn outside. Saric against Portis. Carter, the pass to Hutchison. Dunn outside. 3-pointer. Saric grabs the board.
And already they've taken out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now, here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Johnson can't hit. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the paint, here's Hutchison. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
Now, here's McConnell. Dunn covering. McConnell kicks to Saric. Shoots over Portis. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top. They lead by 4. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning, it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously, I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
T.J. McConnell is out there with Smith. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Johnson in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
Carter kicks to Lopez. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Now the pass to Smith. From beyond the arc. A shot off that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
For Chicago, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
That's good from Carter. Clark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy, athletic enough to get things done on the court, was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit, but I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. Smith kicks to Chandler. Back to Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Smith's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia. The Bulls shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass. Not with the defender right there ready to pick it off. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Chicago with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Lawson playing the D. No good off the back of the rim.
Cannot give him that much room for mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Smith. Lopez with the block. Here's Hutchison. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. And it's Carter missing. Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look in the East. Take a look at the 76ers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And checking out Chicago, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, you know, for the Bulls, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
Now, here is Smith. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Valentine. Rebound by Smith. Philadelphia leading by 9. Covington wide open. He fires. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Covington's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Chicago calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Lopez kicks to Lawson. Back to Lopez. Valentine passes to Carter. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And here's Chandler who brings it up for Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How can you not be a fan of T.J. McConnell if you like grit, tenacity, always ready to help his team? He's a fan favorite because he plays with such a competitive edge, even when most of the time he's outmatched physically. Extremely scrappy and heady. He played his college hoops at Arizona, and he's got a long future in front of him in the NBA.
Arizona guards know how to get it done, and McConnell is no different.
No, he's really been surprisingly good at this level because of his toughness, his smarts, and he's actually gotten better with his little mid-range shot. His vision is outstanding. His defensive tenacity really good. I mean, this guy has proven that he's a rotational player of value in this league.
Clock at 6. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Well, number 1, the Bulls.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
And so here is Chicago. 15-point game. And the shot goes down.
Got to D him up better than that. I mean, when he's got a smaller guy on him inside, that's dinner. Barbecue chicken.
That sounds good. I love that. Now, here's Covington. 5 points in the game. McConnell with it. Now Lawson defending. McConnell kicks to Covington. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Lawson. Passes it to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Lawson. No good with the wing jumper. The 76ers leading by 13. Now here's McConnell. 8 points for him. Chandler kicks to McConnell. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Smith, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Lawson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Timeout, timeout.
Lawson's got his first basket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Chandler. Simmons comes in for Smith. And John Wall subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here's Wall. He's got 12. Outside, Simmons. Feeds to Johnson. Pass to Embiid. Simmons on the wing. 9-point game his last outing. Basket good.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Now here's Butler. It's a 13-point game. And here is Simmons. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Pass to Embiid. Rebound by the Bulls. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dunn looking over the floor. Hits from the high post. Dunn's got 8.
Well, I tell you, it's awesome, absolutely awesome to see Dunn work in his effective mid-range game. So sharp, so accurate, so timely.
And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Embiid. 14 points for Wall.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Valentine. Outside, Wall. Over, Dunn. Kept alive, Embiid. And another shot, and it's denied. Now Dunn. A 17-point game for him in the win against New York.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Now here's Lopez. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Lopez has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And it's Wall with the ball for Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Simmons kicks to Johnson. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jimmy Butler. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Now, here's Dunn. He's got 8. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off target from 3-point range.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Saric comes in for Amir Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Robert Covington. Bulls trail by 8. Dunn kicks to Holiday. And there's the pass to Dunn. And here's Holiday. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight to the middle. Down low. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Carter.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
There's the feed to Butler. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
The first one falls.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Embiid. 17 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
Dunn misses. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids, remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
And Dunn, really a gamer, somebody you can trust to be consistent from that range.
Wall against Dunn. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. For Philadelphia, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
And that one falls for Wall. And so Wall nails both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now, here's Dunn. 10 points for him. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Reddick's got the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Saric is highly engaged and very good at keeping the defense on their toes and making them commit the foul. Saric, the Croatian forward, came into the NBA fairly polished, has still improved his game year to year, which is a credit to him and his work ethic. There still are areas that he can work on, But make no mistake about it, this guy has shown from day one that he's an impact player.
And he makes the first. With Saric and how he plays, Clark, he's developing his non-scoring skills as well.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, Kevin, especially for how young he is. And I think he's got a game that's just going to continue to grow and refine with time. He's proved he actually can, on occasion, act as a point forward if you need it.
Saric nails them both.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Done with it. He's picked up by Wall. Butler against Embiid. Butler finds Portis. First trip to the line for him here.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The 76ers leading by 6. With some arc, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Dunn attacking. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA. And on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. Wendell Carter, number 1.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
Now here is Holiday following the miss by Chris Dunn. Clock is at 3. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And the Bulls with another miss. The 76ers leading by 8. Saric up top, defended by Portis. Redick against Holiday. Outside, Redick. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
Wall against Dunn. Passes it to Butler. Over Simmons. And too long on the shot. And the first half is now in the books. 76ers lead by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 16 points and 2 steals. Coming off an outstanding game last time out, it doesn't look like he's lost any of that momentum here tonight. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
John Wall speed end to end, I thought it was a difference maker in the first half. Even when you get back defensively, he's already up on you. It's a little bit like defending Russell Westbrook, except that Wall's a more instinctive passer.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We welcome you back to Philadelphia, town full of history. That's City Hall right there with the statue of William Penn perched atop it. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And it's Wall with the ball for the 76ers. 10-point lead. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Dunn and Holiday team up in the backcourt. Jimmy Butler is out there with Portis, and it's Carter in at the center. And Chicago has possession. Dunn outside. Kicks it to Holiday. Pass to Portis. A second chance effort, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Portis. Good on both. The 76ers leading by 8. Redick surveying the D. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Redick.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Now here's Wall. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Embiid. Up top, Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. 5 to shoot. Wall.
Dunn is a very physical defender. I mean, he gives his guys no room to operate.
Butler against Simmons. Now here's Butler. Guarded closely. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all...
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hupper Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Here's Holiday after the Sixers pick up 2. Dunn passes to Holiday. He kicks it to Carter. Shoots over Redick. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Carter.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Wall. 16 points for him. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. The
Looking now at the numbers for Carter, he's really stood out for them over the past month. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Now, here's Redick. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now, here's Butler after J.J. Redick's miss. Dunn right side. To the inside. Here's Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
And with the size Dunn possesses, it allows him to see the floor really well. So good at setting his guys up for quality shots as a result.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. Pass to Embiid. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him. The talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has...
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Tell you what, when Joel Embiid is healthy, this dude...
In the second half. Carter kicks to Butler. The pass to Dunn. Here's Holiday, covered by Wall. Shot clock at 5. Butler in the corner. Fires the 3. That shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Now, here's Wall. 16 points for him. Dunn passes to Butler, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
Wall against Dunn. Embiid finds Wall, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Down low. Dunn misses.
And, you know, that's an easy one. You can't miss these shots. Those are makeable shots, especially when the defense isn't on its game.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Wall. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And here's the break. Here's Butler. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Saric, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And, you know, really, Saric's skills are tailor-made for today's NBA. He's a big guy who does a little bit of everything at both ends, and he's a laser from that three-point line.
That one is off. Robert Covington's checked in for J.J. Redick. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 7. Lawson kicks to Lopez. Here's Cornette, covered by Saric. Here's Butler. The teardrop falls in. Butler's got 6 here in this quarter.
And, you know, the defense can do nothing about that. Butler with the strength, the vertical, also highly skilled. That's just hard to handle.
Now here's Simmons. He has 6. Embiid. And Embiid is right there. Embiid's got 10 points.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
Chicago calls timeout.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Well, it's been a heck of a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. 5th, Joel Embiid.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The 76ers leading by 9 in a wide open look for Simmons, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. Lawson kicks to Butler. To the inside. Cornette slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Saric.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The 76ers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Covington kicks to Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons got 8 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Watson the pass to Butler. Passes it to Hutchison. 5 on the clock. Kicks to Lopez. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that one's good. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including that soft mid-range jumper.
Lawson dishes to Lopez. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Butler kicks to Cornette. Pass to Lawson. Over to Wall. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ty Lawson.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
Wall's shot is off. And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Butler. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. 14 points for Butler.
And Butler is no easy cover. When he's in the paint, he's looking to score, which is what you should do. I like his attacking, confident mindset.
Now, here's Covington. T right on him. Lets it go. That's short off the rim. Bulls trail by 4. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Now here's Lawson following the miss by John Wall. Lawson finds Butler. That shot off. Wall with some nice D. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Sharch. Out of hand on it. But they get it back. Simmons passes to Wall. That one drops for him. Wall's got 18 points.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Now, here is Lawson. He averages about 5 points a game. He kicks it to Butler. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Simmons. And stolen by Butler. Lawson with it. Guarded by Simmons. There's the pass to Cornette. Now here's Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Fires the 3. And Embiid pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he gets it to go.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Hutchison. Pass to Butler. Over Simmons. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Covington kicks to Sharch. Lawson against Covington. Clock at 6. Back to Sharch. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I like the way Dario Saric plays so hard down low when he gets inside. Really good at drawing fouls because he's physical and aggressive.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers with some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Joel Embiid. Smith comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for John Wall. Saric nails them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bulls trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tipped away. Tries to keep it alive. And stolen by Simmons. Chandler finds McConnell. Simmons with it. 12 points for him. Back to McConnell. Overdone. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 10 points. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers going into the break with a 10-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Bulls trail by 10. Johnson is out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's Smith. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Valentine over Smith. Off the left rim and out. McConnell passes to Covington. Three-pointer. That's good from Chandler on the assist by McConnell. Chandler's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now here's Valentine. Defended by Covington. Count it.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Philadelphia leading by 11. McConnell kicks to Johnson. Bounce pass from McConnell. Ball's knocked loose.